Hello, lovely souls. Welcome. Welcome to this live going out on Facebook and YouTube, connecting to the angelic realm. Often when I come on live and speak to you all, it's doing the meditations, and we've done some where we've connected from memory to our spiritual team. But I often do a lot of sound healing and breath work, working on the chakras, but there's so much more that we could do together. So today I felt really, really called, and it was a divine calling actually, to talk to you about the angelic realm today. So welcome everyone. I'm really looking forward to talking to you about the angels. And perhaps as you join in live or on replay, you might like to comment as to whether you currently connect to the angels and how that's working for you, and perhaps any particular angels that you feel drawn to and how they are supporting you in your journey currently. Now, I stepped on my spiritual path very young. My mother was very spiritual, and so I was very fortunate because it meant that during those early childhood years and coming into teenage years, not only did it resonate with me, the spiritual realm, angels, guides, etc., but my mother felt very much that way as well. So it was something special that we could share together. And as I got a bit older and started reading special books around spirituality and such like, I would buy lots of books about angels and people's experiences with angels. And of course, some of those experiences were how angels, and perhaps you could look at it as guardian angels or archangels, had stepped in to support someone when they were going through a really difficult time, even in terms of like a life-saving event. And then there were other stories which were about people building a relationship, an ongoing relationship with their angelic team. So lots of stories I have read about angels. And as I advanced further along my spiritual path and into my experience as becoming a Reiki, or I'd like to really term it an angelic Reiki master, I worked even more fully with the angelic realm. And at the time, the lovely Reiki master that trained me was very much along the angelic realm. She loved, and still does love, working with the angels and has a very strong connection with them. And of course, I was divinely guided and drawn to her because of her beautiful energy and because of her ability to teach the Reiki, but be it with the angelic realm coming in on the energetics there. You know, that's what resonated with her, and I was drawn to her, and I can't even remember how I met her actually, but it was perfectly aligned. And you could say that that was divinely guided and divinely timed, which it was completely. And the angels, no doubt, along with my guides, etc., had a part that they played in bringing us together. So what I'd really like to do with you all today is to talk a little bit more about the angelic realm, and for us to do a brief meditation where we connect in with the angelic realm, the energy of the angels. And I will tell you about how the angels might come forward for you and what signs to look out for. So what I'd love to do first, before we dive straight in, is cleanse the sacred space that we share between us. I always cleanse the room before we connect, and then I always think it's something that's really special and powerful to do while you're here with me energetically. So cleansing the space, filling it with love, filling it with light, and asking the angels to draw close to us now. You might like to ask your angelic team to draw closer to you as we approach the meditation together and talking more in depth about the angels and how that they support us and how much they love and guide us unconditionally with their love. And asking Archangel Michael, as always, to come in and hold the space for us. Now, one of the signs of angels being close is a change in the energy around you, and you might feel it. I can feel it, and I've gone all goosey. So that is a sign, and we'll be talking more about that later on, about how everything is energy, of course, and how when a spirit energy or an angelic energy or something along those lines steps in more fully within our auric field or close to us, for example, we can feel the changes in the environment, even along with lots of other signs, such as feathers is a familiar one. So it's all really exciting, but what I'd like to do is invite you now to come forward and come on this beautiful meditation with me. I hope you can hear me okay, by the way. When I first went to come into the studio, as it calls it, terms it a studio to go live, I think it had managed to cut the audio off. So I've gone back out, which it said to do, and to come back in and put the audio back on, which it did. So I should be loud and clear, hopefully. And I'm just going to check what it says down here. I'm just going to turn this up a little bit, but perhaps you can let me know how I sound. If you do come on, you can hear this. So if you're ready to do so, and you're not operating machinery or driving a car, and if you are in a space where you would like to come with me and journey with me on this simple, short, but still powerful meditation, then please come along with me and sit down, get comfortable in a sacred space that you have, or on your sofa, or on your bed. I don't mind where you are, as long as it's in a space where you feel comfortable and you can close your eyes and relax and hopefully not get disturbed. Otherwise, you can always come back to this at a later date, because I always have the intention that this goes to replay on my Facebook pages and my YouTube channel. So if you get comfy, perhaps have a glass of water nearby. As we said, this is about angels today. This is about the angelic realm and how powerful our angel guides and supporters and helpers are, and how we can tap into this energy at any time. They're always around us. They are always here when we call upon them. But sometimes people don't really call upon them, or they don't really know how to call upon them, or they feel awkward about calling upon them. Maybe they feel that what they want to ask, I almost lose my voice there, sorry. Maybe they feel that what they don't want to ask, what they want to ask is not important enough for the angels. But I just want to stop you there if you have any of those thoughts, because angels will listen to you, whatever your questions are, whatever your worries are. They will listen and they will support you as best they can. Also, they are not confined by space and time. They don't have that put upon them like we do in the human body. So they can support so many people at the same time. There's not a worry that what you're asking is going to take them away from somebody else that you might feel has a more important need. So they're not controlled by time and space. They are free energetically to be where they want, when they want, with as many people as they want to be with. So it's really exciting. So when you're ready, just get comfortable and take a few nice deep cleansing breaths. So breathing in, and in that in-breath, allow yourself to relax, allow your shoulders to drop and ease, allowing any weight of the day, of to-do list, of worries, of doubts, to ease off and fall away. Another nice deep breath in, nice cleansing breath out, breathing in, breathing out. Really hoping that you can hear me okay. I can see different things coming up here. It does say that there's sound, so I'm hoping there is. Nice breath in. And as you breathe in, become centered on your breath. Become heart-centered and present in this present moment. Feel the love and the light that you are filling up with even more fully on that in-breath. Allow that in-breath to transport you even more fully within, being even more heart-centered and focused fully in that pure divine love and light that is within you always, connected to the divine, connected with source. You are a part of that. Nice cleansing breath in. Might like to visualize that beautiful heart chakra emanating with this beautiful, you might see pink or green light, as often the heart chakra is a pink or a green color, not always, and go with whatever it's showing for you that feels right and comfortable. Breathing in that love and that light as you get more centered, heart centered. You might like to put your hands over your heart chakra on your chest. Feel the love and the light, the unconditional love, that nurture that comes from within and that we receive from our spiritual support team. And as you get centered, remember that you're always grounded and connected into Mother Earth, feeling strong and sturdy on the earth plane. Those nice breaths in and cleansing breaths out to keep you heart-centered and focused in this present moment. You can focus on that breath and continue to focus on it if it feels supportive to do so. Breathing in, breathing out, and a reminder that we're always connected to Source also. But we're going to have that intention of connecting even more fully with Source in this moment as we venture into this beautiful journey in meditation to feel the angelic realm. Nice breath in and feel that love and that light of Source coming down from above. You might see it as a golden light or a sparkling white light, really high vibrational, really resonates with you. You might feel it going into your crown chakra. It will come down through the stellar gateway. It will come down through your soul star chakra and it will enter through your crown chakra. And you might feel that crown chakra as it feels the energy of more divine source light and love. And that comes through into all of your chakras, all of your energetic body. You can feel that coming through the third eye. You might feel that your ability to see, clear seeing, is enhanced as well, just through the visualization and intention of this light coming through your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. And coming down through your throat chakra. Visualize that coming down into your pillar of light and supporting you to balance your chakras, to balance them for your highest good on an individual level, because we're both, or all of us here live and on replay, we are all individual, and our energetic body, our energetic being is different from one another's. There are similarities, of course, but we are all different. We're at different stages in our spiritual journey. We're experiencing different things on the earth plane currently. Many of us will be, some of those things will be similar for many of us, but we're all individual, all unique. So allow this beautiful light to cleanse through and to balance your chakra system as well, and really support you in releasing what no longer serves you for your highest good. So that's coming down, that beautiful light coming down through that throat chakra, through the high heart and the heart chakra, through the solar plexus around your tummy area, which holds a lot of emotion and worries and doubts actually as well. So allow any to release off that you feel would be beneficial to release at this time, and fill up with more love and more light from this beautiful divine source light. And down still through the navel, through the sacral, and it through into your root base chakra at the base of your spine. And you can allow that beautiful light to go through your legs and just through the whole of your energetic body to really connect you even more fully with this intention and in this sacred space that we're sharing together at this time as we go into connecting more fully with the angelic realm. So in this beautiful, sacred, magical space that we share together, where we're grounded into the earth, connected fully to source, which we always are, but with this intention even feeling more so. Might like to keep your hands around your heart chakra, or if they're not on your heart chakra at the moment, you might like to place them over your heart chakra for a moment. That deep breath in and that cleansing release on the out breath. You might currently work with your angels. You might have a very close relationship, see them, feel them, sense them, know them very fully. You might have a basic kind of relationship so far, just started to advance into a relationship with the angelic realm and starting to work with some of the more well-known angels and archangels, such as Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, for example, the angels of protection and the angels of healing. You may work fully with your guardian angels, perhaps, or you might be stepping into this for the first time. And of course, on a subconscious level, you will know about your angels, and you probably have contact with them, perhaps even in your sleep, but not consciously aware of it. So as we stay in this sacred space together, connected fully to Source and our spiritual team and to our angels, and you might like to visualize those, feel them or know that they're there, or see them through that third eye, or just know they're there through that clear knowing, clear seeing, clear feeling, clear hearing, and such like. And what I would like you to do is to just listen to the words, and you might like to say them to yourself as well, but you might like to invite your angels to come closer. Dear angels, we ask that you please come close at this time, and even closer, so that we can see, hear, and feel you more fully. Thank you for guiding us, loving us, and supporting us as you do every day with your unconditional love. Sometimes we may not be able to hear, see, and feel you so fully. And so therefore we ask that you come more fully forward at this time, so that we can see you or hear you or feel you more fully, whatever works well for the individuals listening here today. And they might like to say these words as I say them, in their head or out loud. So asking the angels to step forward more fully, to support us on our spiritual journey, to guide us, to comfort us, to love us unconditionally, to support us when we need it, and to give us clear signs that we understand, and to help us and support us in being open to seeing and receiving those signs. And to not put any pressure on ourselves as to how we're going to receive these signs or feel this angelic realm around us. But just to ask and invite the angels forward more fully to connect with us here in this meditative space, and whenever you call upon them to do so, they are always with you in truth. To give you those clear signs that you understand, and to have faith and trust that the angels are with you, and that you will receive what you need to receive, and that you will know what you need to know. Be open, be curious. Be open to receiving the signs. Be curious as to what may come and how it may appear to you. I feel this is a really exciting time. I know I felt so when I started connecting more fully with my angels and the angelic realm. Just really lean into this beautiful energy. Really allow it to encompass you. This beautiful source energy where the angelic realm is. Allow the angels to come close. Can you feel anything? Can you feel a difference in the temperature of the room? Do you feel goosebumps? Do you feel warm? Do you feel a breeze that's unexpected? Do you feel a warmth and a coziness as the angels gather close and that they put their wings around you, or their arms around you, or their energy is around you? And you feel this unconditional love and support. You feel this warmth in a loving, light way, this nurture of unconditional love from the angels and the angelic realm. Allow them to come in close now. Thank you, angels. With gratitude, we ask you to come more fully present for us. And you may like to repeat those words after me if it feels right to you, or just go along with what I'm saying if that feels right, and just feel into that energy. Feel into that really wonderful energy around you. You might feel the energy change around your aura. You might feel a sense or know within you. It felt really warm and cozy and nurturing to me, like a bubble of angelic love surrounding me. And this can be in many different colours. You might see it as a golden aura, a golden orb, a golden bubble of light surrounding you in their angelic love and light. People often report seeing angels at different times in their lives. Sometimes we see an angel as how it might be described in the scriptures or on Christmas cards or in beautiful statues, but sometimes we feel their energy. Sometimes we see a light. Sometimes we see a feather float down in front of our eyes. Sometimes we feel this beautiful energy of warmth and love, like there's magic in the air. The angels come forward in so many different ways. They can use so many different ways to be in touch with us, to communicate with us, to show us those signs. So just really embrace and enjoy this wonderful energy of being in this pure divine love and light of the angelic realm. The angels sit so close to source, to consciousness, to God, to life, the force, however you wish to term that beautiful, conscious, infinite, powerful energy that is around us and that is here on the earth plane, but there is also the spiritual realm and where we return to when eventually we leave our physical body, for example. But they're so closely intertwined, and you realize it the more you go on your spiritual path. The more you realize you're seeing signs all the time. You're getting messages from your loved ones, ancestors, and guides. You're feeling the angels around you with the love that they have for you. You might even feel wings around you, caressing you, gentle, soft wings like a bird. It can be in so many different forms, so many different ways. And there's not just one way. There's not one right way. And it's very individual. The angels know you, your guardian angels know you so completely, and they will be in touch with you in the way that they feel is the best to contact you because they know you so well. They know what you resonate with. They know what you love. They understand you. They love you unconditionally. So they will give you clear signs that you understand personally that resonate with you on a really personal level. We might not always see them, or we might not always be aware of them being close to us, but they are always there. They are watching over us. They always know what we're up to, in effect, in essence. So really enjoy being in this beautiful moment, this present moment of unconditional love, of pure divine love and light, of connecting in so deeply and closely with the angelic realm and your angels. Everyone has guardian angels. And everyone can be in touch with angels and archangels. You might have guides that you know of, and that some of those are stepping forward as angels, so you're seeing them as supporting you as part of your spiritual team. Guides and angels, to me, are similar in many ways, but there are differences. We haven't really got time to go into that at the moment. But there could be lots of people that step forward for you and give you loud, clear signs. And some of those might be ancestors or loved ones in heaven, in the etheric. And some of those might be angels and those on the angelic realm, very close to source energy, as they say, sitting close to God. And they're not religious, by the way. That's the other thing I wanted to say. They're non-denominational, I believe the word is. So it's, they're not religious. They come forward in religious text, but they come forward to everybody, whether you're religious or not. And then you might have spirit guides that come forward. Spirit guides are usually, I want to say spirits, but they've lived a human life. That's often what our guides are. Guides have often had a human life, I would say, from my experience of my guides. Sometimes they've been on other planets even, but they've had more of a human type life in more of a physical type body. The angels, not so much so. There's one or two where they say that they've had human lives as well, but the majority of the angelic realm have not. They've sat very close energetically to source consciousness, to that pure love and light, and haven't really left that space. They don't tend to come into a physical body on the earth plane, so to speak. They are very, very powerful, very loving, very gentle, even though they're so strong and powerful. So there's lots of different energies that can come forward, but they always feel loving. They always feel guiding and supportive, unconditional love and light. And that's how you know that they are your spiritual team, that they are your angels supporting you. Always in love and light, always for the highest good. So always for your highest good. So just feel into this amazing energy. We'll spend a few more moments in this energy before we come out of it. Nice deep breath in, keeping that real deep connection with that angelic realm. And has anyone specific in terms of an angelic presence or similar step forward for you? Has your guardian angel or one of your guardian angels come forward? Can you feel them? Can you see them? Has another angel or an archangel come forward to support you? Can you feel them, see them, sense them? Do you know who they are? It doesn't matter if you don't. Absolutely no pressure. Never put any pressure on yourself. You will get exactly what you're meant to get during this meditation. Whatever is meant for you to receive, you'll receive it. Whether it's now, whether it's a week, a month, a year down the line, you will get what you're meant to get. So trust, have faith. Sometimes we might see a color. For example, you might see a beautiful emerald green color surrounding you. This links in very fully with Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's definitely Archangel Raphael. So please go with whatever feels right to you, because you're tapping into your intuition, your higher knowing, and your higher spiritual wisdom here. So you'll know whatever you're getting. If you feel, oh, it feels like da-da-da-da, whoever it is, it feels like Archangel Michael, it feels like your guardian angel, it feels like an angel from the angelic realm, but it feels different from the archangels, whatever it is, that is right for you, and you will get whatever you're meant to receive in this moment. So really allow yourself to embrace and embody this beautiful angelic love and light, and know that you can return to this space at any time that suits you. And remember that your angels are always with you, even if you can't always see or feel them. And you can ask them at any time to step more fully into your energy or into your peripheral so that you can see and feel or hear them more fully. Just say it as feels right to you. You don't have to use the exact words that I do by any means. And I can really feel this like hug of the angels and that angelic energy. I almost feel like I'm tucked up in a duvet of love and just hug and warmth. And you might feel the same. And do please comment if you would like to, and you feel called to share with everybody who's watching and with myself, then please do. Or if you would like to private message me, obviously with what came up for you, please do. But what are you feeling? Are you feeling that warmth? Does it feel tingly? Does it feel like a breeze? Do you feel cooler? Because everything is energy. And when the angels come in, the energy changes. Now I've gone shivery. The energy changes when spirit comes in. Now, if you're a feeler like me, I feel a lot. I feel things. I feel how other people are feeling. And if you're a feeler, and I do see things and know things and feel things and sense things, and I sometimes hear things as well, particularly with my sort of hearing, knowing. But whatever it is, go with whatever you're getting, whatever works for you. And it might be that you're someone that feels a lot. So you might not get actual words that come through that you can hear, but you can feel the energy changes. You know that the spirit world is close. You know that the angels are near. And it can be a similar feel with spirits coming in, for example, your guides, angels, loved ones in heaven, ancestors, and so on. We haven't really got time to talk too much about all the different ones right now. But I really wanted to focus on angels today. And like I said, it was really cool to do that. So really feeling into this beautiful energy, being open and curious, open to receiving signs, of which we'll talk about after the meditation, and see if your angel or one of the angels has a message for you while you're in this beautiful meditative space. Is there a message for you? Can you see, hear, feel, or know a message that is coming through from one of your angels or from the angelic realm to support and guide, to nurture you on your path? They always come forward with loving, guiding messages. It's always in love and light. It's always for the highest good of you. That's how you know that you're in contact with the spiritual realm that are your guides, angels, etc. Always feels right, always feels comfortable, always feels loving, always feels safe. So just see if there's a message there for you. Don't put any pressure on yourself to receive anything in particular, but you will get what you are meant to receive. And it might be that you receive a message and gift of pure divine love and light, which the angels give to you freely always. But it might be that that's what you feel most intently or intensely. Or you might feel that there is, or hear, a guiding message. And it might be something really simple, like allow yourself more time to rest. Give yourself more self-care, because our spiritual support team are always very much about taking care of us and making sure that we are taking care of ourselves. So they encourage this always. So sometimes it can be very simple but powerful messages. And often it's something where you think, I was thinking that recently, or I kept saying that to myself over the last few days, or I knew I should do that, because they've probably been trying to tell you this for weeks or months, depending on what this is about. But they've probably been trying to get this message across to you for a little while even. So if it's something that resonates where you think, oh yeah, I've been meaning to do that for ages and it really resonates, I really want to do that, I feel really, really aligned to it, whether that's self-care, whether that's a new hobby, whatever it is, taking, better care of you, whatever it is, then just acknowledge that. And if it feels aligned, then put it into action. So we thank our angels once you've received the message or any love and light that's continuing to you. Just receive that in this beautiful space. And then I'd like you in your head or out loud, it's up to you, but just have that intention or just say, thank you, angels. Thank you, angels, for coming forward, supporting us, loving us, guiding us, encouraging us. Thank you for being there for us always with your unconditional love and light. Thank you for all the support and guidance that you give us always. And please continue to give us clear signs that we understand. And please support us in helping us to be open and curious and faith and trust in receiving these signs from you. We know you're always there for us and we thank you. And we send our gratitude and love to you. And know that you can return to this space to connect with your guardian angels at any time. And so it is. Thank you. And I just want to ground you back in as we finish this lovely angel connection here. So you're always connected to source. You're always grounded to the earth. We're in that beautiful spiritual connection very fully at the moment. So I just want to ground you more fully as well. So before you come out fully of the meditation, please visualize, see, feel, or know that there's a cord, a light, a ribbon, or a root, nice and wide, kind of as wide as your aura, coming out from your base root chakra at the base of your spine and going down into the earth, going down through your legs and your feet, going down into the earth, Mother Gaia, into the crystalline grid, deep, deep down into the center, into the hearts of Gaia, our wonderful Mother Earth. And when you've got down to where you feel is comfortable on your grounding, just really kind of anchor in there. You might feel like an anchor, like there's an anchor, it's anchoring into that crystalline grid and holding you very firm, very sturdy, solid on the earth plane as we begin to come out of this meditation gradually. And allow Mother Earth's energy again to come up through this ribbon, root, cord, a ray of light, up, through your feet, your legs, through all of your energetic space, all of your aura, up through your root, your sacral, your navel, your solar plexus. You might like to bring that energy further up around that heart energy, and you can visualize it all around your body, coming up through all the chakras if you wish, I suppose. I don't think it really makes much difference. I always have that intention of bringing it fully up, but I feel it's very important on the lower chakras that relate very much into the earth plane, whereas the higher chakras relate very much into the spiritual realm, but it's still important that we ground it. So let's bring it up through the heart chakra, the throat chakra. If this resonates with you, I'm going to do this through the third eye and the crown, this beautiful Mother Earth energy, really grounding us into the crystalline grid and really grounding us in so that we can hear and see and know the clear signs that our angels are giving us. Because if we ground our energy in more fully, then theoretically, and I would also say in practice, we can hear and know and see and feel the signs more fully from our angelic team and through the whole of our spiritual support team. So it's really powerful. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes, you can have a drink of water. What you might like to do is just tap yourself, tap your arms. I'm just going to stroke my cheeks. It just feels on point. Stroke your arms, tap your arms, put your hands on your chest, wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers. So this is supporting you in feeling even more grounded as we've been in that meditation space, which is so beautiful, so powerful, and just such a powerful, and you can have a really intense connection in that. But it is so important that we come out of it and ground. I always feel grounding is an important thing to do once you come out of a meditation, even if you don't do it when you're on a meditation or whoever you're tuning into, whether it's me or somebody else that does meditation. So I feel it is important to do a grounding type exercise or go out and stand on the grass, just that intention of grounding in. Have a sip of water if you need to. Make sure you drink enough. We do a lot of releasing. So much energy is released and it changes. The energy changes when we go through these meditations, journeyings, anything like that. Any spiritual work, we work in the energy. It's really powerful stuff. I'm also checking the time for us here because I had my eyes closed for some of that as well. So we're about 38 minutes in. What I would like to do, we have finished the meditation part now, but what I would like to do is talk to you about how the angels appear to you. Now, the angels can appear in many ways, and there can be very obvious ways where you physically saw an angel or what looks like an angel. So look, here we go. I've got this beautiful angel that I've had for a long time that's absolutely wonderful. And it might be that you see something that resembles a human form with wings. And this is actually how many people see angels. But you may also see them as a large or small even orb of light. And you may also see them as different types and colours of light and energy, close to you and further away. You may also see or feel that you have your angel there, but you can't physically see them, but you can see them with your third eye. You know they're there, so they can come forward in this way. And this is often how I see my guides. I've often found that I might go and look around a house, for example. I'll take that example because when we were looking to purchase a house for over a 6-year period, I'd go to a lot of old houses and a lot of houses, and I'd see spirits, and it was awesome. I'd have these amazing experiences, and I'd physically, well, I'd see them. It's kind of with my third eye, but sometimes I'd know that, like I saw them so fully. Other times, I wouldn't necessarily see so clearly, but I'd feel them, I'd sense them, the change in the energy, the magic in the air, the color of an aura or an orb that I'm seeing. It can be in so many different ways. The angels also use physical material things to contact us, like physical earthly things. So it might be a feather. You might suddenly find a feather in your house and you're thinking, well, I don't know how it got here. How did this get here? It doesn't, it might be a very unusual looking feather, very colorful, who knows? Or it might be, and I've had this happen so many times, I'm walking in the meadow outside. There's no birds that I can see, and there's no trees that are kind of imminently here, like right by me, where a feather could have fallen directly down from a branch. And there's a little white feather just floating beautifully, just carefree, softly, gently to the earth. And I know it's a message. And I always say, thank you, angels. Thank you, Mum, because my mum's in heaven. And I know that this is how they communicate with me and with us. So feathers is a big one. And that is often a way that they communicate with a lot of us, actually. Like I say, there's the warmth, there's the tingling, the changing in the temperatures, a breeze, a draft when you're not near a door or a window open. So there's lots of ways that they can quite gently get your attention, attract your attention gently, because I'm sure they don't want to make you jump, and you wouldn't probably want that either. So they are quite subtle often with their signs. But once you're listening, once you're open to receiving, once you're curious, then you start seeing all of these signs, so many of them happening regularly, and it's very magical. It changes your life, and it creates so much magic within it that you might not have noticed before. And I feel like earthly life can be very magical anyway. But when your spiritual realm and the angelic realm, for example, step up and step more fully forward, and you're open to receiving the messages more fully and open to the signs and curious, it becomes even more of an exciting adventure, and you can't wait to see what happens next, I feel. You could see flickering lights in a room. You might get messages in clouds where the clouds look like angels or a heart or anything that means something to you. You might be walking around and you suddenly smell something, a beautiful smell of roses or something. This can be the angels. I would say here that all of these things can also be your guides. They can be your loved ones in heaven. They can be your ancestors. They can be any of your spiritual support team. But today we are focusing on angels, and with the time aspect, we really just want to focus on angels, I feel, in this point today. Often coins can appear, and that can also be a sign that angels use. Songs, you might turn the radio on and you hear a song. It's about angels, or it's not about angels, but it's about something that is very close to your heart, and you know it's a message from your angels. Rainbows, beautiful orbs of light in the sky, things that maybe with the way the light's shining outside that you can't quite explain, and you know that it's a message from your angels. I've had that often. In fact, yeah, I would say I've had pretty much all of these at one point or another, but certain ones I get more often than others. They seem to use certain ways to grab my attention. It'd probably be perhaps the same for you. Sometimes it can just feel a really magical high vibe around you, where you know they've stepped in, you know they're there and supporting you. So there's lots of different signs. Literally, there can be physical signs when you're driving, perhaps, and you see a road sign or you see an advert along the side of the road. And you know that that's been put there by your spiritual support team of the angels or similar. And I love it when that happens and it's so aligned, and you get information that you've been waiting for, information that you've been manifesting, that you've been asking for, and then the sign appears and you've got your answer. And of course, sometimes you can physically hear with your ears. Sometimes it's a hearing kind of inside your head, so other people won't necessarily have heard it. but you know you heard a message. Sometimes it's symbols of angels. Like I say, with my angel here, you might be out, you might see an angel in a place where you didn't expect to see it, and it links you in with your angels and you feel their presence close by. And of course, angel numbers. You know, the angel numbers, like seeing 3 1s or 4 1s, like the time 1111, or 3 3s, 3 2s, or even more 3s or 2s, or just that repetitive visual of numbers is very linked in with the angels, and it can have specific messages to do with what the numbers are. The way I read it, because I don't know a huge amount on the specific numbers and what they mean to do with the angel messages. So you can look that up online, that's fine. But I always just know that the angels are telling me I'm on the right track and that I'm being guided and they're close by. If I look at the clock and it's 11:11 or 12:12 or whatever, I just know I'm aligned and I'm doing what I need to do, and that they're there and they're supporting me. So that's really cool. But I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm just going to have a little bit more to drink because I think I've done so much talking, and I tried to talk clearly but fit quite a lot in a small amount of time. So I think I'm just about to lose my voice again. But what I want to say is I hope that you've enjoyed that. I hope that this has come across okay and you can hear it as well, because I wanted to check that the audio was okay and you were hearing me clearly, but I'm hoping so. I think so. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it live and on replay. Whenever you see this, it's relevant. Whether you see this now, whether you see this a month or 10 years down the line, whenever you see it, there's something for you to gain here. It's powerful, it's important, it's magical, it's spiritual, and it's always in love and light. It's always for the highest good. The meditation is short and sweet. It's powerful. Thank you, Melanie. It's lovely. And yes, we can hear you. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was short and sweet with the meditation. When I say that, we're up to about 47 minutes. It was a fairly short meditation, but it's so powerful and so much can be received on that energetic level, even in sort of 10, 20 minutes or so. So do feel free to share anything that's come up for you that you'd like to, or if you want to private message me just to let me know if you'd like to share, but just on a personal level, that is absolutely fine. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to know more about what I do, because I always try and come on once a week, that it might be a bit quieter over Christmas. So do bear with me on that front. Your voice is very soothing and comforting. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you very much. That's really kind. I always like to support people in being in that space where they can feel calm and peaceful and safe. And of course, bringing in the angels is a really supportive, powerful way to do that as well, which is really great. I love talking about the angels, and because I've been connecting in with them for such a long time, since back in my Reiki master days, so 15 or so years ago, it's something that's very close to my heart. And like I say, Spirit really were calling me to do this today. It felt very, very aligned, because so often when I do my weekly free stuff, you know, it's about the breath, it's about healing through sound, and it can be about the chakras and alignments and things, which are all amazing and really powerful and fantastic, and I love them, all powerful in their own right. But I just felt really cool to come on and talk about the angelic realm today, because you know, they are powerful, loving supporters that we have with us always, and it is actually easy to connect with them because all you need to do is ask. Always ask in love and light for the highest good. So this is a really great thing that you can do if you're not doing it. And if you are already doing it, then this is to support you in stepping into that even more fully. So yeah, I hope that you've really enjoyed it. And what I'm going to do is just do a couple of angel cards, actually, if you want to stay on. I did also want to say that I could go much deeper into angels and guides, and I do this with my one-to-ones, and I am doing this with a course that I'm writing at the moment, which I'm really excited about. So we've got 2 jumper cards, so I'm going to go with those. We've got, this is lovely, so we've got Angel of Hope, Listen within, for then you will hear a true message of hope and inspiration. So there you go. They literally jumped out of the pack. And if you've watched me before, we don't always get jumpers, but these are what we can term jumpers. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. So that's really interesting. So it's basically saying, listen, have that intention of being open to receiving and listening to those clear signs. Listen within, for then you will hear a true message of hope and inspiration. So that's really beautiful and perfect for what we've been talking about, but it always is. Our guides, our angels, our spiritual support team, they always step forward. You know, they always give us what we need to know for our highest good. And the other one is rebirth. Rebirth. The ashes of the past leave fertile ground for new spiritual growth. See your glory. The ashes of the past leave fertile ground for new spiritual growth. See your glory. So really stepping up and stepping into your power and really working with your spiritual team to support and guide you along the way. By the way, these are very old angel cards. I don't think they do these anymore. Angel blessings. They were with a free magazine years ago, and my late mother had them. And when I was clearing through her house, I came across them, and then they got kind of boxed up for a while until, gosh, years later, kind of 7 or so years later, that I found them a few months back. So that was awesome and very aligned. And that was the angels and my spiritual support teams and my mum stepping in to say, hey, get these cards out. You're going to use these now. So that was really great. And I use them a lot, and they're lovely ones. They're very gentle. And I use them with my children as well. I think that some of the angel cards might not be, some of the oracle cards might not be so appropriate for children if they're very young, because they might not understand them. But I think oracle cards are always beneficial for people. And if you have young children and you're a mother or father who's spiritual, who's listening in, and they want to use an appropriate pack and support their children to step onto their spiritual path, then I do think that's a wonderful thing. And that's what I'm doing with my kiddies, just gently, because they're loving it. And I just want to pull another angel card. So if you do want to hang on, I'm just going to do another one. Tina's saying beautiful. Oh yeah, thank you. They're beautiful cards, aren't they? And they always give like the beautiful aligned messages. And it was very powerful that pack turned up this year when it did again. It was meant to come forward and step into my life again. So that was really amazing. But I'm not sure if I finished saying it a little bit earlier, but I do offer a workshop which is to do with the angels. It's 2 specific angels, archangels actually, Archangel Michael, the protector, and Archangel Raphael, the healer. I hope I said those right earlier. I'm kind of going back over the meditation. I did it so quickly. I hope I said Archangel Michael, the protector, and Archangel Raphael, healer. There's other ones that you'll know of as well. For example, Archangel Gabriel is a familiar one, and he supports in speaking truth and getting divine messages out. He's the messenger angel. But what I wanted to say is that this workshop is one that I do. I think it's, off the top of my head, it's a really good offer that I'm offering. It's 35 English pound, which is at a guess $37-38 US dollars. And that's a workshop over a couple of hours, and it's on Zoom, or you can come in person if you're in the UK and not far from Saffron Walden. But I know a lot of you are abroad. And that's a really beautiful workshop where we connect more fully with the angels. And we do a lot of healing work with them, cutting cords to distorted aspects like distorted relationships and unhealthy relationships and such like. And I also do a little bit with crystals on that as well. So it's super exciting. So I'm going to pull a card, and it says, take charge and action. So this is the last card I'm going to pull today. It's from an angel pack that's a new one, a newish one on the scene, by Kyle Gray, who's very well known for his work with the angels. I'm doing a course with him at the moment. Kyle Gray, the Angel Guide Oracle Guidebook. He has a lot of angel cards. Personally, I highly recommend them because I love them. They resonate well with me. Don't know if I just showed, that's the top of it. So take charge and action. So you've got this beautiful angel here, and he's got like a bow, some arrows in his back, like the bow and arrow, and he's got one of the arrows out and he's showing it. And that take charge and action to me means like set your sights on what you're wanting. What is it that you're wanting to manifest in your life next? What is it that's important for you to step into for your highest path and purpose? And that arrow is that you are wanting to manifest. And that's what he's saying. Take charge of it. Take charge and take the action. You know what you want. Get clear on what you want. Take that next step. Take that first step, wherever you're at. I just want to read what it says about it as well, because sometimes we can get some interesting information from the booklets, if I can find it. I'm almost there. Don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected or honoured. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive, but you do need clarity now. Unless you step in, it won't unfold. So set a good example, respect yourself, lead rather than be led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we take the first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. So there's that aspect of, if you feel that people are stepping over your boundaries, kind of the word misusing might pop in here maybe, then set your boundaries, be clear what you'll accept, and speak your truth with love and light. But I also feel like it's saying, it's very much, what is the next step? What are you wanting to step into for your highest good? What are you waiting for? Go for it. Set the arrow, that beautiful white golden light of source on the arrow. Set the arrow and send it forward, step into your power, step into the next step of your spiritual growth and your alignment for your highest path and purpose. The extended message: if you are feeling ambitious at this time, this card is asking you to trust in your gifts and potential. You have the opportunity to move forward in your career, personal life, and spiritual life. You are co-creator with the universe, and your angel guide is encouraging you to take action. By setting clear intentions, having a strong vision, and taking the action steps you need to make your ideas come to life, you are showing the universe your commitment to your expansion. Know that with every step you take, your angels are with you, cheerleading and encouraging you to rise up, focus your intention, and send it out like an arrow. So yes, exactly. Feels very on point. The more I do my spiritual work, the more I connect in with my higher knowing and doing what I'm here to do, the more I know I just have to take the steps. Sometimes it feels like a leap of faith. Sometimes it feels like, goodness, that's a lot for me to do. Or, wow, I've got quite a bit to do to get where I want to get. But you do the first step. That's what I found. And it gets you going. It takes you to the next place. And then you do the next step. And that takes you to the next bit. And it keeps on going. And you keep getting higher and higher on that energetic level of where you want to be. So it's very exciting. Very exciting. So have that trace faith and trust, as we go back to that, as we started kind of earlier on, faith and trust, and really grounding in and connecting with source, and just really listening to the loud, clear signs, connecting to also the whole of your spiritual counsel and your divine inner knowing and wisdom, and really listening to that, because sometimes those signs are the quiet ones underneath the busyness of the monkey mind, which can be very loud and, hey, I'm shouting, the ego shouting, do this, do that, fear this, worry about that. Try and calm that as much as possible. Meditative space is great for that. And just allow those thoughts just to go if they do come in, and just really get more centered and focused in that divine space of love and light and harmony and balance. And listen for those what can often be the quieter whispers of the higher knowing and wisdom. So that's really powerful and worth remembering, actually. So thank you so much for joining me. I think I've got through everything now. If you do want to know about any of the one-to-one sessions that I offer, simple kind of one-to-one, just one-off sessions. I say simple, it's not necessarily simple, but I mean like a one-off session is 65 UK pound. I do some offers as well. If you would like to work with me for like a set of 6 sessions, we can do loads then. We can dive deep and get you really far more connected with your spiritual support team, your angels, I did quite a lot working with Mother Mary. We can do past life stuff, see what comes up with that. There's loads of stuff. So just putting it out there. If you are interested, do let me know. And I would probably be able to squeeze in a session or so before Christmas if anyone is up for it. I do have a little bit of space, but it is getting quite busy now with heading up to Christmas and all the excitement of, of that with family and so on as well. And then I do my monthly circles, and I will put some information out more fully about this as we get a little bit closer up to the next one. And the course I'm working on as well, I hope to get that out in the new year, and that will be working closely with the angels and guides, and once again diving deeper into your spiritual support team, into your higher knowing and wisdom, and to your gifts, and to healing and learning more about healing yourself and healing others. So this is really powerful stuff, and that I'm really, really passionate about. So yeah, please do get in touch if you're interested. The circles are 20 UK pound. That is about 23, 24 US dollars, I believe, at the moment. So just so it gives you a guide. So they're what I feel are, you know, I try and keep them so that anyone that wants to come can come. You know, it's I feel like a very fair price, but you get a lot from them. It's a couple of hours, and you can be on, you know, we can be on a Zoom with it. It's not just in my home. So that's really, really powerful, and something that you might like to join on. I'm working on a website at the moment, so I feel like there's lots of stuff brewing, and it's very exciting, but it does take time to complete everything. But for the new year, I feel this is when the website is likely to be launched, along with some of the other courses and such like that I'm going to be offering. And I will be continuing with the one-to-ones, particularly at the moment, because I really love them. I'm really enjoying them, and they are really powerful. I mean, if you get a one-to-one session with someone that you resonate with, they can be so powerful and transformative. So yeah, very exciting, but I should probably stop talking about it now. That was 101.33 when I looked at the time then, so that feels very aligned and angelic. And I was doing another thing earlier, I can't remember if it was on here or whether it was just before I hopped on here, and I think it was 111. I think it was a message that I left for my Reiki master, 111, for the length of the call. It felt very aligned, and it's the Reiki master with the angels that loves the angels. So that was really beautiful. So thank you so much. Thank you for staying. This is an hour long. So well done for staying on, hanging on in there. If you have, I really appreciate you being here. That's great. I love it. And I hope you have too. I'm sure you'll get some wisdom and some knowledge or some support or love or encouragement or all of it from it. So enjoy it, and lots of love to you. Thank you, Tina, for joining in live. Thank you for anyone else that's popped in live. Thank you all of you who watch on replay. That's absolutely awesome. Please leave any messages that you want to. I always encourage it. And keep shining your beautiful lights, everyone. If there's anything in particular that you think you would like me to talk about, bearing in mind it would just be covering things on a basic level, because we want to kind of try and stick to within the hour, then please let me know, because I might be able to support on that. We've done different things. We've done angels today. I think we might have done guides before. We've done dragons, I think, before. We've done chakras before. We've done crystals before, but I could go over some of it again. So just let me know if there's anything that particularly resonates. Tina says, I'm so glad to share this space with you this morning. Great start to my day. Oh, thank you, Tina. And of course, you're in the morning. Thank you so much. It's lovely to share the space with you and connect more fully. I love it. That's really great. Thank you. And yeah, you're the morning. So I don't know what time you are. We are 4:30 in the afternoon. It's pitch black outside because it's winter time. And so it's getting dark by about, I don't know, 4:30. So we're 4:30 afternoon-ish, 4:33. And I think you're probably maybe 6-8 hours behind, are you? Maybe 8:33. Have to do my sums. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 hours behind. What part of America are you in? I think you're in America. Don't know if you're around California, maybe. Just seeing if you're going to comment on that. Pacific Standard Time. Washington State. Oh, it's so interesting. Don't you just love it how the energy works no matter where you are in the world? It works across this beautiful connection that we share over the internet. It's blooming amazing, isn't it? I absolutely love it. it's as powerful like this, it seems, as almost really in person. I've had so much great stuff happen when I've worked with people online. It's been incredible. And I've had great stuff happen in person for sure. But as I've got online and understood the power of connecting with so many people from all around the world in this way, it's just absolutely amazing. It shouldn't feel remarkable because it's energy, and energy doesn't, it kind of transcends time and space in that way, doesn't it? But it's still really cool. It's really, really cool. So thank you, Tina, and thank you everyone that's joined me. And lots of love to you all. I do look forward to speaking to you again soon. But please do bear with me if I'm not on quite so regularly over the December period, because I have a feeling it's going to get super busy and I'm probably going to need a little bit more rest as well. But you know where to contact me anyway, so you can always do that. But lots of love and bye for now. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Have a great rest of week.